In the book, you will get many discussions and decisions regarding many points of criminal law. Here I have presented a few points for your realization and understanding. For the first time, chapter 1.10, what is the role of the judge and police? The role of police in accordance with the existing law of the country is not satisfactory, and for this many people blames the police. It may be partially true, but the question is, who are the proper authorities to see and protect the dissatisfied function of the police? I think two authorities of the state are responsible for this situation, for which we see the repeat of the offense and of no justice in fact. And one is the political authority and another is the concerned judicial magistracy. I would like to give a fact which is sufficient, meseems, for understanding this situation. The fact of heart of Shahin Sultana Shanta, that is, Shanta was assaulted in front of television cameras and mercilessly tortured by the police in Dhaka during March 2006. She was pregnant at the time, but lost her child shortly afterwards. Now we see what happened when Shanta went to lodge a complaint. The Mohammadpur police refused to record it, not once, but repeatedly. Her husband, a lawyer, lost 2 cases directly in the court. You will see the reference in the book. Here, one of the vital fact is the police of Mohammadpur police station did not record the first information given by the informant Shanta. Again, I would like to say that one authority is the political authority which was responsible to the extent of not lodging the first information. Another authority is the judiciary, particularly the concerned magistrate, who did not take the cognizance of the offense of not lodging the first information, preferred by the failed informant Shanta, and largely the higher judiciary did not have the supervisory step in respect of not lodging the first information. Like this, every day, how many facts are happening and constituting the offences is quite unknown to us. However, I have felt the necessity to state how the fact of not lodging the first information is an offense. Though I have written this matter in my another book titled as Thanay Apnar Odhikar in Bengali, but for the understanding of this matter, here let me narrate the same. Whether the police are duty bound in law to lodge the first information preferred by any citizen of this state, and the fact of not lodging the same is an offense. The answer lies in Regulation 244 of Police Regulations of 1943, which provides that a first information shall be recorded in respect of every cognizable complaint preferred before the police, whether prima facie false or true, whether serious or petty, whether relative to an offense punishable under the penal code or any special or local law. ... Now it is absolutely clear that the police are duty bound to lodge the first information preferred by any citizen of this state. For another part, the answer lies in Section 29 of the Police Act of 1861, which provides that every police officer who shall be guilty of any violation of duty or willful breach or neglect of any rule or regulation or lawful order made by competent authority, or who shall withdraw from the duties of his office without permission or without having given previous notice for the period of 2 months, or who being absent on leave shall fail without reasonable cause to report himself for duty on the expiration of such leave, or who shall engage without authority in any employment other than his police duty, or who shall be guilty of cowardice, who shall offer any unwarrantable personal violence to any person in his custody, shall be liable on conviction before a magistrate or to imprisonment with or without hard labor for a period not exceeding 3 months or to both. Here, the police are duty bound to lodge the first information preferred by any citizen of the state, and any police refuses to lodge the same shall be guilty of violation of Regulation 244 of Police Regulations 1943, and accordingly he may be convicted by the magistrate. Now think simply, if the said police officer of Mohammadpur police station was convicted, what would be the scenario? All police officers of Bangladesh would be alert for not committing the same offense. Unfortunately, the role of the judiciary in respect of this kind of fact is violently dissatisfactory. In fact, the role of police to some extent is nothing but the outcome of the absence of judicial activism to the extent of ensuring the justice. And keeping this notion in judicial mind, the judiciary ought to work effectively.